And joining us now is Nadia Milleron. She lost her daughter in a Boeing crash in 2019. Good morning. Thanks for joining us, and sorry for your loss. I'm sure all of this just stirs up those tough emotions today.
Good morning, but we are committed to hold Boeing accountable because they have never been accountable for the deaths of 346 people. So the judge ruled that the fraud caused these deaths, the fraud on the FAA. And this picture is only less than one third of the people who died. So we're not going to just cover our eyes. Can you imagine if an individual killed 346 people after they if an individual would violate their deferred prosecution agreement, which that's what the Department of Justice has determined, that Boeing breached the 3-year agreement that allowed them time to rehabilitate and get their safety systems in order. But then we had many incidents during that 3-year period, culminating with the Alaska Airlines blowout, showing that they are not keeping their safety systems in order. They continue to risk the public. And so this is the best thing that can be done to hold them accountable. That is the best thing that can be done for aviation safety right now. Because if you don't give any punishment or accountability to people who do wrong things, then they're going to continue their bad behavior. So it's not only the company that needs to be held accountable, but the individual executives that made these decisions. And there needs to be a trial to show exactly what they did.
Okay. Well, when we see that there are 347 people lost, you go, oh, that's a terrible big number. But then you see the faces behind you and you think about all of the loved ones that all of those faces had. And you say that's just a third of them. Now, Nadia, you're expected to meet with the DOJ today. This is the second meeting of its kind, and you were also part of last month's meeting. What are you hoping is going to come out of all this?
We just want to urge the Department of Justice to do their job, which is when a company, just like if an individual would breach the chance that they had to rehabilitate, so Boeing did not do what they promised to do, so they should be held to trial. In the agreement that they had with the Department of Justice, Boeing stipulated, they signed onto the statement of facts, saying that they did all these things. Yes, we were accused of this. We did these things. We're not going to contest it. If you come down on us, we're not going to contest it. That's part of the agreement. So a trial shouldn't be very difficult for the Department of Justice to push forward. And that's what the public demands. The public needs that kind of oversight to criminal behavior that causes death. And we don't want the Department of Justice to look the other way for corporate bad actors, right? But they don't look the other way for individual bad actors, which is correct. And we need to hold corporate bad actors that kill so many more people at one blow accountable. So this is 2 plane loads of people that died. And the reason we're in this so many years is there hasn't been any accountability at all in any courts so far.
Clearly, this is very raw for you and many other families, too. Your daughter, Samia Stuma, was just 24 years old, had her whole life ahead of her when she lost her life. That was in 2019 when she was in that Boeing 737 MAX plane crash. What do you want our viewers to know about her, and how are you keeping your daughter's memory alive in other ways, too?
So we do have a fellowship in her memory. She was a warrior for healthcare worldwide, and she believed in data and accountability. So she was going to Uganda to look as an analyst at how was the Gates money being spent per capita in Uganda? Were they really getting the health care that they need? And that's exactly what we need to do here. We have lots of data about how safe these planes are. We have lots of warning bells. And Samia was 6 feet tall, and she had 4-inch heels, and she was full of life, and she was a happy data geek. So, we just need to follow her as a good American and do the right thing here. It's all laid out. It's all clear what we need to do.
And even partially inspiring a congressional run for you. Nadia Milleron, thank you so much for your time. And
thanks for watching, everybody. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. Also, don't forget to click that red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.